Hello there. My name is Les Breeding. I am a student with Lamar University, and today let's talk about engagement in learning communities. Um, Learning communities are places where professionals can learn more about their trade. According to the Professional Learning Association, professional learning that increases teacher effectiveness and results for all students occurs within learning communities committed to continuous improvement, collective responsibility, and goal alignment. So those are the things that we should be looking for in, is this a professional learning community that works for me? Now, I have to say that my number one learning community is actually my school. First, they provide professional development all of the time, a lot, sometimes more than we wish, but we learn a lot of important things for our responsibility as public school teachers. Um, Also, the community of teachers there, um, from teachers that are very experienced with decades of experience to teachers that are just getting started, that community provides a lot of learning potential. I have found that if I get the opportunity to observe another teacher, that is an excellent situation. But even whenever I need to substitute for a teacher, just being in their classroom, seeing how they organize themselves, that has helped me a lot as well. So, my own middle school is my biggest learning community. I have others though. Um, and social media performs a very big function for me. Now, actually, this first one, Code.org, is a learning community which helps me a lot with my tech apps class. We have had a in-person training with them back in the days when we could do in-person trainings. So we got together at a university here in Texas, and about 100 of us learned how to better use the Code.org platform for being able to help our students uh, learn to think creatively, learn to think critically, and to be able to improve coding skills. Now, some other platforms that have been helpful to me are Twitter and Pinterest. So let's start with Pinterest. So, Pinterest, I find to be a platform that can give me ideas. And sometimes they actually give me tools too. But for instance, this particular little tool is online class goals. Many of us are online. Um, we've got about 4 more weeks of online for my school. So, giving some ideas of how students uh, can be more productive online. Here's another one. This one just had some questions today. I had some students that were just learning about copying and pasting. I was kind of surprised. I thought that they would know about that by now. So um, I'm looking to create a tool like this one for them that will help them to always be able to remember the shortcuts for copying and pasting. Um, Google Forms is something that I use a good bit. So I use a Google form every day for attendance with my distance learners. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep doing it when we go back to the classroom as well. And but I'm always looking for ideas about how to improve Google Forms. And Here is a little tool that could be helpful. Going to need to evaluate it, but distance learning video chats, essential agreements. So we use a social agreement in our classroom when we're on campus. This might be good for us to use in our online work as well. Probably I should have already been using something like this. But that's the thing that I find with ideas from Pinterest. Now, within Twitter, there I have found several people that are inspirational to me. This fellow, Nicholas Ferroni, I mentioned him in another blog, that he is he is inspirational. He clearly has got a handle on the technology, um, and has some really good ideas. And rather than being negative, he's positive, therefore inspirational. And I definitely like that. And for instance, in his statement here, I will say this again for the 1,434,789th time. Tech is a tool, it's not a teacher. If tech could replace teachers, then TVs would have replaced us 50 years ago. And what could be more true? Obviously, that is the case. We need good tools, but we need really good teachers. Amy Fast is a person that I have followed for a good long time. Uh, I first followed her when she was an assistant principal. She is now a principal, and she has lots of good ideas. She's well written, and she we all need inspiration. She is a good person for that. Each school is a unique organism comprised of collective struggles, history, hopes of the community it serves. There is no sweeping fix for education. That just as there is no curriculum that will work for all students, the only fix is getting knee deep in the humanity of it all. Yeah, that's a good statement. I like that. And this is her pin tweet. This has been up for a while. Um, Evan Kirstel always brings up interesting ideas. He works hard to be an influencer, as he says right here, and he brings in a lot of ideas. So those are the people that I look to help me. Currently, I am a bit more of a, well, I am definitely more of a consumer within these social media platforms than I am a contributor. And I probably need to change that. For instance, contributing is something that I know how to do. um, so, for instance, in Twitter, I have my life relegated between politics and between education. My Twitter account, what I was showing you was my educational Twitter account. My political Twitter account, I contribute all the time. I've got about 30,000 followers. I know how to work that thing. I'm definitely a contributor. I probably need to be doing that on the educational side and not just skimming out the best stuff, but doing my part to give back to the learning communities. So I've got a ways to go. I guess we all do, but I think this was a really interesting assignment, and um, I hope that we can all improve our engagement in our learning communities. Have a great day.